Hello, entrepreneurs. Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneur Fundamentals. My name is Robert Bitto. Well, today I decided that I would post a video to answer some of the comments and to clear up some of the issues in a video that I posted in April of this year, 2017, about starting your own social media marketing agency. The title was "Do Not Start Your Own Social Media Marketing Agency." And I didn't expect that to get so much play or to cause so much of a stir, so to speak, but it has. And it seems like the comments and messages that I'm getting are more intense and they're getting worse. So hopefully people will see this video and will understand what I was trying to say in the first one. Maybe I wasn't clear enough, and I apologize if I did not communicate my point across well enough. But when I said specifically that social media marketing is not trackable, what I meant was this: you cannot track a like or a thumbs up or a share to a sale of a physical product. What I'm saying is, here's an example. Someone's bored at work and they're surfing around the internet and they stumble across your Instagram and they see one of your products and hit a thumbs up. Well, a social media marketing person would say, hey, I'm the marketer and my campaign got that like for you on Instagram. Okay, how does that translate into a sale? What? Crickets chirping? I can't ever get an answer to that question. People will talk about funneling and all of this stuff, and they say, you don't know what you're talking about. I understand the whole concept of capturing someone's email and, right hook, and jab, or what, jab, right hook. The whole Gary V thing, give them something for free and suck them in and then get them to buy something. Yeah, I understand the whole sales funnel thing when you're selling a PDF or a downloadable file or some course that's online or whatever. But back to my tired old example of the furniture store in Iowa. Show me how 1,000 clicks on a piece of furniture, some from not even in the same geographical area, will translate to sales. Where's the direct correlation? That's what I'm talking about here. You can't correlate the two. There is no direct correlation. So when I said it's not trackable, that's what I was talking about. And like I said, I'm very sorry that was not clear. So you have these vanity metrics that these marketing agency people promise you. Even SEO promises you clicks. That's why it's called pay per click, not pay per buy. You're not paying Google AdWords every time you sell something. You pay for a click, and that's it. Someone's bored at work, they want to look at what you're selling, and they click on the ad that you paid for. You don't get a sale. You still have to pay whatever it was that you paid, you agreed to pay for a click. Okay, so I don't know how else I can phrase this. I think I've been pretty clear on this. Yes, it is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. And if you're going to sell me something for $500 or $1,000 a month, this is me, the businessman, talking. If you're going to sell me something for $500 or $1,000 a month, you're going to have to show me the value that you provide. Okay, let's say I do a lot of copies. I make a lot of copies at Staples or someplace, FedEx office. And I say to myself, you know what? I do so many copies, it might be worth my while to buy a copy machine. And then I factor in there might be a lease with the copy machine instead of buying it. And then there's service and, replacement cartridges and all of that stuff. So you figure out how much it's going to cost. You take what you're paying now in copies, and then you figure out what kind of benefit that you get. Very simple equation if you know all of the variables. Now, what's the equation for social media marketing? It doesn't exist. I can guarantee you 10,000 clicks, but you can't guarantee me sales. And you don't know where a lot of this stuff is coming from. Now, don't talk to me about metrics that are trackable and ISP addresses and capturing emails and all. I don't want to hear all of that stuff. The bottom line is a click does not necessarily equal a sale, and that's it. And I've done social media marketing for maybe 14 years. And you know what? It's tedious, it's time consuming, and you're almost forced to do it because you say, what else am I going to do? But the next platform that comes about, first it was MySpace and Overture and all of that stuff. For those of us who've been doing this for a long time, we know what those are. Whatever the next platform is, Bubble Pop, I don't know, I just named a name there, made something up. Bubble Pop, the new social media platform. I'm not even going to participate in it. I don't care. You see on some websites, how would you like to communicate with us? And then you see 10 different icons. Well, why not limit it to 3? And if somebody doesn't have Facebook and they don't want to use your Instagram or Twitter to contact you, they can just pick up the freaking phone and call you as a business. And I'm talking about, when I talk about businesses, I'm talking about traditional type businesses. All of this PDF and coaching and business products, downloadable stuff, I don't even consider that business. But I thought it was kind of interesting to see some of the comments in the comment section of this "Do Not Start a Social Media Marketing Agency" video that I made. Some of them were quite funny. And I don't consider anybody a hater or whatever. They don't know me personally. But there was a lot of lashing out of people who have bought into this or feel like they can make it rich after buying some course. And I understand. You don't want to feel like a sucker. You paid $600. You're going to defend that. It's a big bruise to your ego if you spent that amount of money and you're not getting value for your money, or if you have somebody like me who's a seasoned business person telling you that it's a bunch of junk. But I mean, come on, integrate information into your experience. If somebody is telling you something counter to what you think, listen to that person, learn. I'm a lifelong learner. I listen to everything. And I even listen to some of these negative comments. If they had some sort of merit, if these people who left the comments and then answered my follow-up, then great, maybe I'd learn something. But I know a lot of the comments were junk. Some of them were funny. I mean, I got called an idiot so many times. It's hilarious. I'm not going to pull out my credentials, and I don't know what kind of criteria these people have for what the word idiot means, but I'm 100% positive that I do not fit that criteria. And like I said, I'm not going to defend myself. It's just pure name calling. One person said to me another funny thing, and I guess I'm just mentioning the funny things for entertainment purposes. You're a waste of an old man. Well, you know what? In 9 days, I'm going to be 49 years old. And I bounce out of bed every morning like a 13-year-old boy with resources. I feel energetic and really happy to do what I'm doing and everything. I'm living in San Diego. It's usually sunny and the weather is always nice. And I feel really enthusiastic and I have pretty good energy levels. And I don't feel old. I'm a waste of an old man, was a comment made by somebody. A waste of an old man. I'm not an old man. And you know what? I'm not going to be an old man for a long time. Like I said, I'm almost 49. Yeah, fine. I don't have much hair, but no wrinkles. And I'm not wearing glasses, not even to read. And in my family, I'm not even close to being old. I haven't even lived half my life at age 49. My father will be 91 in his next birthday, and there's nothing wrong with him. And his older sister is alive. And their mother, my paternal grandmother, was born in 1896 and lived to 2004. You're in business, you do the math. So I have a long way to go. And that millennial who made that comment, let's say the guy's 25. When he's 80 years old and taking his last breath, I'll be 104 years old and I will be outliving that guy. But that's just an aside. That's a comment on a funny comment. But I've gotten that before. You're just a geezer. You don't understand technology. What's this? What is this? I'm on YouTube. You know, the funny thing is, on my 30-year high school reunion, I was the only person in my graduating class that has a YouTube channel. So I actually did the work to learn all of this stuff because I'm constantly learning. And that feeds into a comment that stuck with me that was made by some 20-something person on that epic video that I did about not starting a social media marketing agency. He said, adapt or die. Well, you know, that's something I agree with. In his whole little rant or whatever, that was one thing that I wrote him back and I said, yeah, that's great. I agree with you. You know, in 1999, this week, in July of 1999, I went on my first buying trip to Mexico to start my business. I got the first 28-foot container full of inventory to start my business, and I opened my first store in September of 1999. And here I am, 18 years later with the same business. Adapt or die? Yeah. That's why I'm still here. And you know what? I've done all this social media stuff. I've explored everything, and I do know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not angry and I'm not getting negative. It's just, I guess, a little passion coming through there. But a person's track record speaks for itself. Somebody who buys a course and then thinks that they're an expert, like some academic. Oh, okay, I got a degree, so now I know everything. That's how these people are acting. You got to be wary of these people. And the reason why I made that video to begin with was to caution younger people, especially people who are just getting started in this own your own business sort of thing, just getting started in entrepreneurship. I made that video to warn them. Don't do this. Stay away from this. Don't get sucked into the scam. And, you know, let's take that into a different direction. Figure out what you want to do. Don't get suckered in by the Learjet and the big boobed supermodels and all of that stuff. What do you want to do? I know, it's hard. It's hard to figure out what you're going to do. And you might fail. This wasn't my first business that I started. I've done other things before. And I worked in corporate America too. And I worked in academia. I've done a lot of things. So don't do this social media marketing. Don't become an agent. People are waking up to it. They're not seeing the value that is promised. Forget about it. Do something else. That's all I'm saying to the younger crowd. And I'm not going to spar with anyone in the comment section. I feel like I'm obligated to answer your questions because that's the deal that I made with myself, that I would respond to these people who leave questions or comments in any video. And I still don't know why that video got so much attention. I have a video about charitable donations and being charitable with your business, and it has 9 views, and that's it. And I posted that like a year and a half ago. So it looks like the stuff that's important isn't really getting the attention that it needs. So skip over this if you want. I know we're at the end of the video. Skip over this if you want and go look at some of my other stuff, and maybe you can learn something there. But I'm done with the negative comments, people calling me names, saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm someone to listen to. I'm not a guru though. So keep that in mind. That's it. 15 minutes. Thank you once again for watching. And remember to always work hard, and may all of your entrepreneurial dreams come true.